I'd like for each of you to kind of just speak to the group and tell us your name. Tell us why you think you registered or enrolled for this, and what you'd like to get out of this course. You could kind of have a little bit of discussion there, but speak real loud and speak real loud. I want those guys to be here.
Stand up.
Would you like to stand there? Would you like to sit there? Speak real loud. Speak real loud. Your name first. Your name first.
I am Celine. And I registered because I have two ideas jumping around in my head. One is the short term, and the other one is the long term. And I plan to pursue. And the reason I registered for this class is because I feel as though I can benefit some type of benefits. Even though I'm attending another program Monday through Friday, 9 to 4. And this was fit right in. This will feel right in. Sometimes it's find out ways to get loans or get some types of assistance to help me open up. One of the first business I want to start. It's not going to take that much money, but I need the location that this is. I don't know much about it. And my thing is to get information. Tell me information that can help me get started.
Do you want to share what those couple of ideas are? Or you want to keep it close?
The first thing we're trying to for college kids, everybody, and people around their age, so it won't be others. So won't have any other people from outside the Asian and the Asian, I want to say, because I want to just in the college, and if by chance people from other areas want to come and patronize, then I want to have a certain Asian so everyone will have it'll be, an even feel for everybody. And the other one, one of them, you don't have to be here, out. So as long as it's something, like that's a decent property, whether I can start.
Okay.
And I don't want to open the small one, I want to open the big one.
Have you been to it's called Wash This Way?
I talked to him.
Did you really?
I talked to him this morning. Miss Grace said that she wants to try to set me up with his, what is it? When you go and volunteer.
Yeah. We're talking choice about.
I talked to Miss Grace.
Okay.
Miss Grace is the one got him.
Do an internship. Yeah. I've got one at my house once. When I went in there, this is high tech. And anyway, very good. Thanks for sharing. Okay. Ross, what you think? Tell us your name. Okay, you stand. Tell us your name. Tell us why you signed up.
My name is Ross Sampson. Maryland. I figured it up when I stood up. They got to keep moving. And I can back them up because people they don't say Maryland. They say Maryland.
Okay.
joined this course because I had just completed my bachelor's degree at American Economics University, and specialized in entrepreneurship. When I heard entrepreneurship, I go with all, and I'm like, okay, can never have too much, information, knowledge, and I don't know it all. That's the reason why I joined, because of, four people. My mother, my grandmother, Harriet Tubman, and my father. Come from a religious family. They always said, just on this rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand. So all my life, even though my name is Ross, I know this stone. That's what they call it. Harriet Tubman had a saying that went, remember, you have within you strength, passion, perseverance, reach for the star, change the world, to change the world. And I studied something. I've been scrapping all my life. My dad had a 6th grade education, smartest dad I knew, and count everything up in his head, figure stuff out. And he was in farming, trucks, produce. I mean, he did it all. And he instilled that in us early. I found out early if I wanted to buy it, if I wanted to buy it. And I asked him for it. He told me come home from school, we're going to get that bike. He got home from school, got in the truck, loaded up, we got to a place called Cambridge. Went into this place, I didn't know what it was. I didn't look like a bike shop. Came out and told me to come in. When I came in, he said, look in the closet, you see a broom, you see a mop, a bucket. Go ahead and pour all this stuff in here. That started my work journey. That's how I got my bike. I also figured out I don't like working.
Okay.
I don't like working. So I started my own business up, DJ. I also, because I like learning, enrolled back in school after 3 weeks of back. Let's go ahead for my master's in business administration, specialized in management. But I want to make a difference. And I like what Denzel said. Make a difference. Help somebody. Now, sure, I want to help myself. Sure, I want to help my partner. But I like that intrinsic reward that I get from saying, like that. I started that. I started this. And when I hope to get out of this, your brain, because I don't like salad. But I'm hungry. I haven't stopped being hungry after all these months. And lastly, my schoolmate that I just met, and I thought I was a dinosaur at 15. He's 68, going for his master. And so me and him had become buddies in the first week. Which is great. Already. I hope you get a lot out of this. I want to grow too. My detail business that I lost, I'm going to get into 180. I'm going to do some stuff. Separation, divorce papers, detox. Not stabbed, so I'm still detox. Anything that reminds me of anything had to go. Quick. Trumps. Integrity. I want that back on Richard Kennedy. Quoted me on that thing. That everyone who enters the change 180 when they leave. And that's what I want different than what I had. I don't want to come back. I want different than what I had. Better than what I had. This journey ain't over. I refuse to make this model. I plan on being here to 10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah. That was actually one of the questions I was going to ask you. You still want to be living, you still want 5 years? Some people may. I know that there's some long-term. A lot of people want to be able to go and do other things impossible to do. Get you some pizza, you guys. Oh, you're setting the cushion chairs? Okay. All right, Miss Danny. These are the questions. tell us your name, tell us why you enrolled, kind of what you expect to get out of the course, or all those things. So speak real loud, so you're representing the whole female race. Right here. Okay.
Well, I'm not doing it for my mother. Being in California, and artist, he's an artist, and he wants to, figure a way to help him to talent, so I asked him if he's okay, they have this thing going on here, and I'm trying to support it. Like simply to help get some ideas how to do it, or whatever you're trying to do, I'm trying to help you in the way to be part of why I should be careful, why I really should be careful. And why you want me to get big? Why you want me to get big? That's all I get rid of. And he's taking care of myself, and I'm kind of thankful for it. I want to get him back. I can help him find a way to build and comfortable with he wants. He knows that there are finances and there are situations, there are problems that are going to have to get further and have to make it back out. We know this guy. He really wants to see it. He wants to see it and go to the hard side of the struggle. And I know that it is there. And when you're prison, I remember that all that. Go to something like this, and in prison, you're told you can mind and the struggle that you go through, stuff like that. It's pretty much like, trying to get trying to get someone in life that you never been. And in order to do that, you gotta want it, you gotta want it, like you said, you gotta be hungry for it. And like for my life, I'm trying to get there, and trying to get where I still gotta brand God, situation. Okay, you know, back to it. There's only too much that can trying to get through. So I do want to overcome this piece, he piece, something that my son is going to do, my son and I want my son to do well in life. And he's going to graduate, so I want to see him to prove my son, or show him that even though he comes from this world, he still be somebody together. Even though he somebody make something. So you always remember your past, remember the comfort, remember the struggle you did. So you got all the achievements, the non-achievements, all that help you with your, and that's where I'm just here.
That's terrific. A lot of motivation. I'll tell you this. The gentleman sitting back behind me, he's videos on videos. Okay? And we are going to put him on a YouTube channel. So once we have it up on the YouTube channel, I can send you the link to that, and you can send that to your brother, and that might be a little bit more help.
I have a past, I started Bible and stuff, and by you people take me, and well, my brother kind of asked me, because I know that you have to issue with me, and I was like, well, my name's not saying this, what you're trying to do. I said, my name is, I need to when you got my charity, you going to put yourself through, and I said, well, you got my time out of that, instead of you trying to be just there, time to figure out, figure out who I am and what I want in life. I'm trying to get there, so it's a struggle, you know?
Yes.
And yeah, he's already saying about some things that I'm not tell him this well, people are the right thing to do in the right line. And you don't need to go people teach things or teach people what they're doing your business. You don't need to you can't trust it, then why you have to do that?
Thanks for sharing. Appreciate that. Okay, so three different types of motivations, right? They're all noble. And I appreciate you guys sharing. We're going to get into this. Where's my flicker? Did that start?
When people hear the word entrepreneur, they think it means starting a business. It really means so much more. The IceHouse Entrepreneurship program is a new learning program designed to inspire and engage students in the fundamental aspects of entrepreneurial thinking and the limitless opportunities that can provide. The course is built on a multimedia learning platform that enables students to learn from the first-hand experience of those who have empowered themselves by embracing these fundamental concepts. The students can learn from examples like Palwasha Siddiqui, a young woman who overcame seemingly insurmountable odds to pursue her dream of empowering women in the Middle East. They'll learn from people like Ryan Blair, who will describe how a chance encounter with an entrepreneur transformed his life. The course is really designed to teach three main things. It's designed to help students identify and evaluate opportunities that others overlook. It's designed to help students identify the specific beliefs and assumptions that drive the behavior that enables entrepreneurs to succeed. Most importantly, the course is designed to immerse students in real-world entrepreneurial projects that will help them develop entrepreneurial skills. Entrepreneurship is more than a business discipline. It's really a way of life. In today's world, whether it's biology or business, economics or engineering, entrepreneurship is a mindset that can empower anyone to succeed.
So entrepreneurship, what we're talking about is really a mindset. It's the thing I want to get across to you. It's how you think. Because how you think determines what kind of behaviors, what kind of habits you do. We all know that, right? You were saying you start hanging out with the wrong people. It changed your behavior, didn't it? It changed. Just click on the button. So, Gary Schoniger is the one that started the whole IceHouse thing. Obviously, we're not going to go into all the DevHouse program, IceHouse message, but I want you to be able to hear from him a little bit. This concept, the mentality, the mindset of entrepreneurship is different than the mindset of management. Entrepreneurship is not necessarily managing. It's the way that you think. The way that you talk about identifying opportunities. We already talked about how to go about it, how to step into those opportunities, how to test those opportunities, to see if they're valid, if they're going to work, or whether they're going to work, or whether they're not. So this first segment is what we're talking about is all about choice. Okay? So I'm going to hit these very quickly, okay? And then one of the things he talked about is starting to practice. You know, practice is hard. Practice is stick with us. It requires discipline. It's just like you guys come in here. There's certain rules. Abide by. You submit yourself. You serve yourself. Okay. Mindset. Entrepreneurial mindset is like certain discipline. For you to be able to reap the rewards. So we're going to talk about some of these very quickly, and then we'll end up in evening. Basically going to be giving you an assignment, an assignment, something to start to talk about, He'll bring it back. Next week. It's not anything that somebody, anyone here. But, so don't get all scared about it. Don't be scared about it. I'll be handing you guys we'll walk through that. So you can have a process of gaining that entrepreneurial mindset, thinking different, thinking different. So components. Okay. So there's kind of four components. Influence. It's the capacity of people or environments to be compelling forces that produce effects on actions and behavior of others. So you were already talking about how other people had influence over you. Okay, so we all know influence is about don't let your circumstances define your choices. Rather, your choices can define your circumstances. A lot of times, people have a victim mentality, thinking, well, I'm poor, I'm this, I'm that. Circumstances define who I am or who I can be. You're starting to understand, it doesn't have to be that. Your choices can define your circumstances. You three chose to be here tonight. Okay? 1,300 people did not. Okay? You three decided to make that choice. So you're taking your life into your own hands and saying, well, at least I can check this out. It's going to cost me a little time. You're making that choice. Be determined to not give in to culture. Choose to do the next right thing. My friend Richard Kennedy. Have you guys ever heard something like this? Choose to do the next right thing. Heard that? I've always also heard Richard say, how does he say it? He says, your best decision. You ever heard Richard say that? Something like that? Your best thinking. That's right. Your best thinking got you right here. Okay? And so that's all this is. Influence. The other thing about influence, I'll say, you do not know who you are influenced by your behavior. You don't know who else watching. You know, there may be people that are watching you, how you react to a situation. You are very your life in positive or negative. Okay. So that's one component. The next component, talk about react versus response. React is to act in opposition to a force. Like for instance, if you're driving down the highway and somebody cuts you off and you automatically flip on the curb, is that a reaction? Yeah, that's a reaction, right? Whereas a response is a little bit more thought is put behind it. Maybe he didn't see me, or reaction is often experienced as an impulse, not so much a conscious choice, just automatic, the way you respond to somebody responds. Immediate without requires when we talk about response, it requires kind of a deliberate thought. You know, maybe thinking. You ever heard the saying, I need to bite my tongue before I speak? Because once it's out there, can't get it back. It has impact, right? It has impact. How many times have we said stuff out there? We just wanted to just hit why did I say like? And we all do that because of our humanity. So react versus response. Okay, this is a little bit different. Locus of control. What we're talking about here, locus is a place or area that's the center of an activity or attention or where something's occurred. So there's kind of two ways to have a locus of control to think about. So external locus of control promotes a victim mentality that believes that outside forces determine the thing. Okay? We have a victim mentality. We're thinking we can't do anything. Bad stuff, right? We can't do anything about it. We've given up our control to those external passions. Whereas internal control believes in individuals responsible for their actions. And they don't blame others. Have you ever been around somebody that no matter what happens, it's somebody else's fault? It's just somebody else's fault for my life. Every time. It's only because he said next. He's handy. That's right. And so what we're talking about locus of control is kind of like the same thing I was talking about. You take responsibility for your actions, your responses.
I don't find this coincidence. My first in class, which I'm going to be over tomorrow night, on leadership in ethical decision making. Talk about locus of control, influence, 5 stages of I.
Yes.
This is not a coincidence.
This is not
I'm
a
looking at
coincidence.
it.
God's saying something.
I'm in the right place.
Okay. Exactly. Okay, and the fourth point in this whole thing about choice, and remember the whole topic is choice. You make the choice. Okay? You take responsibility for the choice. Okay? The vision is the power to choose. Vision is the ability to think about or plan a future with imagination and vision. I say it here, entrepreneur mindset, power to choose the life they do, rather than accepting life as it is. You ever just been sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired? Well, it requires you to do something different. We talked about the computer, garbage in, garbage out. If you put good stuff in, good stuff comes out. That's all about entrepreneur mindset. A vision enables people to focus their time and effort on the destination of their own choosing. So you're beyond just getting the $85 for rhythms, okay? You three are doing it. You've got different reasons and purposes you already told us, right? So it's beyond, it's just that destination that's going on there. I want to tell you a quick thing about vision that I learned. Years ago, early 90s, I was working for a government agency, and I was working youth programs, 16 to 21 and they were at-risk kids. The boys had the ankle brace, the girls, it was not unusual for 19-year-old girl with 3 kids, 3 different kids, that whole shtick, all of that stuff. I mean, messed up lives. And they were 16 or 21. So where was it going to go from there? And as I was looking at that, maybe you had something because of your background. Might be a little more similar to mine. But as I was running this government program, I realized the decisions that these kids made were internal decisions, internal locus of control. But they weren't equipped to make these adult decisions in these not adult bodies, right? Not adult mindsets. They were making these decisions that were going to affect their lives, right? And I kept thinking about that. In this government program, we had all kinds of money. We could help them get their GED, we could help them get job skills, we could help them get a job, we couldn't help them keep a job. And that came to this internal locus of control. And so because of my own faith, what I wanted to do, I wanted to deal with these kids in a more holistic way. I didn't want to just deal with body and soul. I wanted to deal with what I call inner locus of control, inner management. How can you do that in a government program? Because in a government program, you can't really talk about things like that. In a government program, I wanted to be able to talk to them the full scope. I didn't want to leave any of that. What was causing decision position in their lives to be messed up. And so I ended up wanting to start a non-profit organization. So one day after church, these were just thoughts going on in my head. I hadn't done anything. Thought about it. I was talking to three guys at church one day, and I said, I was starting to talk like this, just like I am with you, about kind of this idea. Well, I'm talking to these guys. This lawyer pulls out his checkbook, writes a check, and she hands me $100. She says, I want to be part of that. Now, I didn't have a nonprofit organization. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, I'm just talking. But what was he hearing? He was hearing vision. In me. Something was rumbling around that I wanted to do for him. And he heard that vision. And he wanted to attach. And that was his expression. $100 back in 1994 was different than $100 today. And he handed me that check. Let me tell you, Ross, I took that with fear and trembling. Because, you know why? Because now I was responsible. I was accountable to that man for his investment. Even though I wasn't asking for an investment. He handed me that money. How could I not go ahead and take him next step? That's how vision works. If you're passionate, I know you're passionate. You should talk about passion. If you're passionate about something, you get around folks, talk to folks, the next thing you know, other want to be connected to that. So I started going around and talking to cons, clubs, and men's groups and stuff like that. Next thing I know, I had people wanting to be on a board, things like that. Things like starting that organization lasted 17 years. I left it after because I'm kind of a starter, kind of a person. And it lasted for 17 years, and it helped thousands of people that spend time, that spend their jobs, services, illness, sometimes I would go to the annual events long after and I would just weep. Because God was gracious enough to be part of that. Most of those people I was sitting around didn't even know who I was. Leaders did, but leaders did. But if I had not benefited from that $100, none of that, had nothing, really had nothing to be except just sort of a vision. And saying, look, I want to work on this. How we can. And so that is a big lesson, is a big vision. This is about startups. I want to give you just a brief view. This is only a video about this guy is talking about what a startup is, a startup organization. Okay?
So one of the things we now know is that a startup isn't a smaller version of a large company. It took us decades to get down to a simple definition. A startup is a temporary organization designed to search for a repeatable and scalable business model. Now, these couple of sentences are fraught with meaning. A startup is a temporary organization. What does that mean? Well, the goal of a startup is not to be a startup. The goal of a startup is eventually to be a large company. Designed to search. That means a startup is not just designed to write code or build hardware or even get orders. A startup is actually searching for a set of things. And what are those set of things? Well, those set of things are repeatable. That means what you did on Monday has to work on Wednesday and has to work next week and next month and next year, and also could be taught to other people, and is scalable. Meaning, if I put $1 into your company, I want to see multiple dollars coming out. And the word search for something repeatable and scalable is we're searching for a repeatable and scalable business model. I'm searching for what's the right value proposition. That is, what's the right product and service offering I have? Who are the right customer segments? What's the right distribution channel? Right way to create demand? What's the right revenue streams, meaning revenue model and pricing? Who are the right partners? What kind of resources do I need? What kind of activities? And what are my costs? This is what the search for a startup is all about. And that's what the definition of a startup is. I'm searching for a repeatable and scalable business model.
Okay, the main point I want you to get there is that whenever you are starting something, let's just call it a startup, okay? And the point of a startup is, like Steve, like what's the point of a startup?
It's temporary.
It's just temporary, because you don't want to be a startup forever. That's not your goal, right? Your goal is to have a full-fledged company if you're wanting to start a company. So whether it's starting a company or whether, in my case, wanting to start a nonprofit organization, then startup, I had to go out and try different things and to see what worked and what didn't work. You know, that's all there was. So it's just a series of trials and errors to try to figure out what's working, what's not working, that kind of thing. That's what he's kind of addressing. So as you think about, and probably your brother, how long did your brother have this business? A couple of years, okay, a couple of years. See, typically startup companies that are, you know, within the first 5 years, a lot of times are still referred to as startups because they're still in the growth phase of trying to figure out the products they're going to sell, the people that they're going to have, people that they're going to trust, you know, all of those pieces, getting the foundations. So that's why it starts. Usually not just first 3 or 4 months. It's something that it's having to test the market and test the word. And whether you've got something, because ultimately, no matter how good your idea, no matter whether it's a great idea to have a pool hall, if you don't get enough of the people, that's a great idea. It's not going to matter how great an idea is, because there's got to be a market. For it. So that's what he's on.
Let's go. I won't watch the
So we're going to be using small business edition.
The conventional view of why people become entrepreneurs is typically dead wrong. A lot of folks think that people become entrepreneurs because they want to make money. And you know what? If you look at studies of entrepreneurs, that's rarely the case. There are 3 big drivers that lead people to go out on their own as entrepreneurs. One of them is they see something out there that's wrong, that's broken, there's a problem, and they know how to fix it. And you know what? They know how to fix it better than anybody else, and it's a little bit irritating that no one's bothered to fix it yet. The second thing is a sense of autonomy, a sense of having some control over what you do in your life. And the other one is actually quite interesting. I think that there's a degree of authenticity that entrepreneurs want. When you're working for a large institution, you sometimes have to kind of check who you are at the door to conform to what's going on inside. When you're running your own operation, the company can be a reflection of your values, of your personality, of who you are as a human being. And I think all those forces, which have very little to do with money, are what really drive entrepreneurs. And I think where people get confused is that they see some entrepreneurs make money and they think because that entrepreneur made money, that's what she was trying to do in the first place, when in fact, it's actually a consequence of a sense of autonomy, a sense of having a problem that you want to fix, and a desire to be authentically who you are. Entrepreneurs see something that needs to get done, a problem that must be solved, a product that must be offered, a service that must be delivered, and they feel so deeply about the need to deliver that they're willing to bicycle into the headwinds in the face of all this opposition, in the face of all these naysayers. And I happen to think that as citizens, we should be actually quite thankful that they're willing to do that.
All right. We'll give you, got yours? Got yours? Lost what you're asking. Okay. Now, I'm going to show this to the other brothers here. I got brothers from different backgrounds. This is all right. We're going to walk through this case study right quick, because I want you to see how this program works. It may look a little intimidating, it's really not. So this is called IceHouse Entrepreneurship. Remember we were talking about figuring out the idea that a lot of opportunity comes from that problem. So if there's some kind of problem, what is the strategic way to go ahead and deal you're trying to solve them. You may recognize it, you may not have a great idea of what to do about it. So in this opportunity, giving you an example, a young man who's a high school. He wanted to start kind of a cleanup, and clean up construction sites around. He started wondering, well, is there an opportunity for me to come in? Don't even have a high school, high school kid, somebody else. Can I figure out how to go in there and sell myself to do a cleanup? So first square describe the problem you want to solve. Well, he wrote home builders have taken organized instructions. How did he know that? He just saw it. He observed it. He's driving around town, construction sites. He observed it. These guys are having a problem keeping their clean, right? So in the second square, it says, describe the type of problem. Well, he said he thought it was a smaller construction company, independent contractor. He didn't notice it so much. He didn't notice big contractor, the smaller guy. He said they were having trouble. So the third thing says, how are they currently solving the problem? Well, he said, I'm not sure. Maybe the owners are doing it. So he didn't know what the solution was. He just seen the problem. No. Go back to the back of that. The back side of that same page. So here's the note. The question says, what have you learned about how you might be able to change your recent version? Well, okay, he hasn't done it. See what he did was he was charged. I need to go out. Find out what smaller construction companies. So where was he going to go? Well, the question number 2 was, what's your next action? He said, okay, well, I'm going to speak with 5 buildings to discuss and inquire about possible solutions. Okay? What kind of questions? What kind of questions am I going to ask? How often do sites need to be cleaned? Does cleaning require special equipment? Would I have to dispose of waste myself? Talk to waste. Now, are those all pretty logical questions? You know, yeah, I mean, it doesn't require a degree. You don't have to have a master's degree in entrepreneurship to answer those questions, right? And so he started thinking about that. He said, like this question, I've got to go out and find people that are in the business. That just makes absolute sense. Then additional analysis. Identify the areas, whether construction activity, identify people, small construction, identify people who work in construction industry, identify people who work in labor industries like carpentry, masonry, so on. So these are other things. Just take a few minutes to think about. Well, this is where I can start getting some answers. I haven't worked in this industry. I need to talk to people. I need to do work in the industry, in industries that are around that. Pretty simple, right? So then what happens? You turn to your next page on the front. So, well, number one, stay the same. Number two, stay the same. Well, what happened with number three? Yeah, he marked it out. It's from his discussion. He figured out, well, these small contractors are at least the ones I'm talking about. And so he crossed that out. So he goes on to question number 4. It says, describe your solution. Well, he says, I gotta provide a reliable service. Wants to be on-demand cleaning services. Meaning, as soon as they need to have it, I want to be there and take care of it as quickly as possible. So that's his proposed solution. Well, then question 5 says, how will your solution be different to other people? He says, well, I'm going to be reliable, and I'm going to be on-demand, I'm going to be site-demand service. So he's evidently thinking that other people out there are not reliable, and don't provide on-demand site. On number 6, will people pay for your solution? He thinks they will. He thinks they're going to pay him $20 an hour. Okay? Let's flip to the back page.
You already got a good name.
Yeah. So, just a little bit more elaborate back here. Question number 5. What is it doing? How's your idea change? Since you've gone out and talked, he's saying construction site cleaning seems to be a real problem. His problem is confirmed. Owners of construction are more helpful and open access. Small companies don't have much time to find outside help. So it's confirming the fact that he found a problem. He's got to be feel pretty good. Construction sites almost have garbage dumpsters. This shouldn't be a problem. Sometimes I may have dumpster problem. So that came. Where did all that information come from? Yeah, from talking to those 5 right? So I mean, he's learning. He's finding out what they need. Unlike that guy that told me to buy a cup. He didn't ask me if I had a blood pressure problem. He didn't ask me if I had a cup or I had a cup or anything. So his kids talk. Okay. Then what are your next actions? Well, I need to determine what specific tools I need. Do I need like vacuum, brooms, buckets, protective clothing? I probably need to contact a trash company. Do I need permits? Even permits. If I do, who do I talk to? City building inspector, construction sites, heavy equipment, expensive materials, do I need insurance? Firm with contractors, then find business insurance. You see, he's growing in his knowledge, by just talking, he didn't think about any of that, when he first started. But he went in and talked to him, and all of a sudden, his knowledge base is growing. And then he's got some additional analysis. Since contractors are so open, I think there's a fair amount of interest. Work is straightforward, satisfying for the contractor. Very reasonable, $20 an hour rate. It's not raising so contractors be going on what they're worried about, taking their time, taking their work. So he's already thinking about $20 an hour rate. Is that going to work? Page 43. Next page. So actually, 1, 2, and 3 stay the same. 4 and 5 stay the same. What happened on 6? What did you last $20, okay. And he said, customers prefer to pay by the job rather than hourly rate. Okay? So that's, once again, from talking to these potential customers. They don't want to pay by the hour, they want to pay by the job. So he goes on down, number 7. How will potential customers know? Well, I'm going to make some flyers, word of mouth. We're thinking about a little bit of marketing. Then how will potential customers, purchasers call on demand, quick call, get out there. And number 9, why will potential customers, purchasers, he is convinced reliability is being reliable. Customers must know we will not just on time, no excuses. So that goes back to his work. Really established. Then on the back page, reason I'm moving up here, light. This is where he said, when customers are going to pay, run the money out. This makes sense. This means we have to estimate how much time a job will take. So we're going to end up working. Reliability is definitely contractors in very tight spaces in construction. Okay? Then the question is to determine how to contact more customers as well as so talk to a lawyer, and additional analysis, need to improve my message, be able to set a price. If he's going to succeed, Brian's got big projects. He has to be able to project out. I guess you can project out how many hours, what the job is going to be, how to go about liability. Speak to that.
What is at risk? What is the risk? Kind of like insurance. What can be lost? Profit, of course. What can it cost me?
What can it cost you? Because
that's why you don't do a water heater for exactly what it costs. It's just like paying for a warranty.
Plus, isn't there the element? Because a lot of stuff is underground, stuff is unseen, whatever. You don't know what you're doing. Yeah. You don't always know what you're going to run into. So you have to factor that. He's been doing plumbing. Yes, 14 years. And we've had your own business now. 2 years. He was doing plumbing for a good long time. Under other people. Working for him.
I'm curious what the name of the business is that Ross.
Yeah.
identifies.
Oh, you said about three or four, you said about three or four, reliable on demand.
That's what reliable. That's what I thought too. If he doesn't call that thing reliable, he's crazy.
Okay. What I'm handing to you now is so that's right. That is your worksheet. So that looks like right? Okay. Now what I'm handing is your guide. And those questions that we just read through. So gave you the worksheet, okay? And this guide, if you compare it with Jason Campbell's, it's a little bit more thorough. Because what it does is not only asks the question, but it asks kind of some follow-up questions, so whether describe the problem, so how do you encounter this problem, you just think about those things when you put down what you put in the problem, solve. So like in Salim's case, you know, he doesn't know that, I don't think it's targeting this age group that I'm looking for. Exactly. You know, that kind of thing. So, you may say, well, that's a problem. That may be a problem. And it doesn't be the good time to start a business, it's a same problem. You notice. Because the value is in doing this. So in your case, you're not trying to start a business. You can identify, notice that's around here. Or maybe even talk to your brother, and ask him these questions. It's interesting. You can incorporate him in the process long distance, something like that. So this week, take your discovery canvas. We're just doing the first three squares. Notice questions on the back. Does anybody have any questions about what we're going to try to do here? Listen, does everybody get my phone? Let me give you my phone. You got a phone number, bro?
Yes.
I think this is great. Man, talking to David down in Cambridge. I'm going to cook you guys breakfast this week. I'm going to make Easter. We'll go on Saturday.
Very good. That's great. So if you guys, I keep in touch. I keep in touch with you and we'll be back here next. At 6. May bring some pizza. Freeze that. But I got way too much. But then 6 o'clock next week. Do me this courtesy. If you think this is not what you or something like that, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I'm not crying for David. But nevertheless, you've been a great audience. Thanks for being here.
Thank you guys for coming.
Well, we'll do that. I'll be back for sure. Next Monday night, it's 6. Okay. Thank you so much.